Union fort walls are currently under siege by the Confederate Army during the American Civil War. They've lined the walls with hundreds of line infantry, sharpshooters, and officers, as well as parked Gatling guns at the front entrance of the fort, hoping to dispel any Confederates from charging through. But the Confederate Army has brought up a multitude of cannons with which to fire upon the Union fort. On top of that, they have tons of line infantrymen ready to assault and fire at will. Will the fort wall hold against the Confederate onslaught, or will the Union soldiers be destroyed in the process? If you guys enjoy these American Civil War battles from Born in the Fire America mod for Men of War Assault Squad 2, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. But let's get right on into this battle here. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, let's go ahead and press start right here and watch and see if the Union walls can hold out against the Confederate onslaught. The Union soldiers are outnumbered about 5-1 against the Confederates, but they do have defender's advantage here and a number of other tricks up their sleeves too. First of all, they've got their standard riflemen here firing out and just absolutely butchering a number of the Confederates down the main road over here. They've also got 2 Gatling guns at the doorway, being able to fire out a new age technology, basically very early version of a machine gun used in the very late war Civil War, and then used in a few wars afterwards, but eventually phased out for light machine guns around, you know, the World War I era, sort of. They've also got some hand mortars out here. Whoa! Huge section of the fortress blowing up right here from the Confederate guns, taking out one of the Union fort guns right there. That is extremely early on devastation. One of the Union soldiers is burning to death over there. Some of the palisades just falling to the ground from the sky. My goodness, holy cow. These boys in green right here are the sharpshooters for the Union troops. They've also got a few hand mortar soldiers, which were basically early versions of grenade launchers, if you will. Not very effective. They cannot be shot very far, and the grenade inside of them really doesn't do a ton of damage. Can maybe kill like 2 soldiers if it lands perfectly between them. But yeah, they've got access to those as well. Obviously, they've got fort guns here, take a really long time to reload, and those are going to be combating the Confederate Armstrong guns over here. These things are 20 pounders, so they pack a meaty punch on the battlefield. It is going to be a little bit laggy for the start of this thing, just considering the fact that we have so many soldiers on the battlefield, and the Born in the Fire America mod can result in some serious lag due to all of the smoke and particle effects that come with this era of warfare. But these guns are firing out and destroying the fortress here. This is a destructible fortress, since it is just made out of wood, essentially. So as you can see, large portions of it already crumbling and diminishing the Union basically advantage of defense there as they lose their cover extremely early on. More Confederates down the main road here going down. A lot of the Confederate soldiers are hiding within the bushes here, just trying to be little sneaky blue boys, trying to hide out under cover of bush. I don't think that's gonna provide much cover, but maybe it's a little camouflage or something along those lines for the boys here. Against this little wall here, we've got mass casualties for the Confederates as well. But you got to remember, they do outnumber the Union troops 5-1 on the battlefield here, so they've got a lot of troops that they can go through before they end up losing this battle outright. Some troops unlucky to be in the middle of fields over here, where obviously mass casualties is much more likely to occur. Confederates have another grouping of cannons over this way. It looks like actually one of the cannon soldiers over here gets shot up and is dead. But yeah, these cannons over here also facing the fortress from the opposite side of the battlefield. They take so long to reload though, so That's probably why they're not firing out at this very moment, but the ones over here we've been able to see in action a good bit. I'm guessing they're also reloading at the moment here too. Now, in terms of line infantry, Union soldiers are dropping a little bit on the palisades here, just a smidge. There goes one trooper falling all the way down off of the wooden platform right there. Rip to my man. We do have another fort cannon right here. Looks like it's been firing as it's tilted up slightly here, so that's good to see. You can hear it reloading. Actually, you can hear like kind of the clink of the cannon as they reload it. That's kind of cool. Why don't we try and see this thing get shot? It's really hard actually to be a Union soldier during this, I think, because I can't see the Confederates. I can only see the poofs of smoke as they shoot through the woods here. That is like the most I can see of the Confederate troops. I see there's a number of them on the bridge over there as well, though. So at the very least, they've got those folks over there that you can see. But beyond that, it's got to be real hard to hit here. We've got explosions striking over here. That fort gun is taking forever to reload. Oh! Some bits of palisade over here going up in smoke as well. Yikes! That guy's really lucky that landed the other direction and didn't skewer him betwixt the poles there. That would have been quite devastating. I'm guessing those guns are responsible for those shots right there. More line fire going on from these Confederate soldiers over this way. If we look at the mini-map right now, blue are Union soldiers left alive. They're in that square formation at the fort itself. Red are Confederate soldiers left alive at the top left there. And if we look at the actual field here, red are dead Confederate soldiers highlighted on the ground here. So obviously the bridge back here and these guys back here haven't taken any losses yet, but these guys on the island taking some mass casualties. These guys over here not taking too many casualties, but then the main road over here has been absolutely devastated by the Union fire. Union soldiers are starting to lose more and more troops, especially in the sections where they are having their fortress basically destroyed by Confederate cannon fire. That is a big problem. Fort gun taking a shot here. Could potentially destroy some of the Confederate cannons. Although I have no idea where that landed. Did that even land somewhere and go off? I'm not entirely sure. More Confederate gunfire going into the fort as well. They are fixated on this little corner. I think they're trying to shoot up these guys in the fortress itself there. The Union troops also did have a Gatling gun up here. It looks like it got hit by some serious Confederate fire. And they have one more backup one right here in case the main entrance ones get destroyed, which they obviously have. Nothing really left of those soldiers there. So yeah, those cannons that are rounding off against the Union troops, causing some serious devastation, some serious damage on the battlefield at this point in time, and we'll just have to see if the Union can end up countering those. I think this thing is aiming over at them, so maybe it can do some damage to them, but I'm not entirely sure. Why don't we do a small time lapse here, because this will be a long battle with the reload times of these soldiers being so long. So let's time lapse over here for a little bit and watch the cannons fighting. Alright boys, that was about a 2-minute time lapse right there, just keeping them short between rounds so we can sort of check out the devastation. And it looks like one of the Confederate guns did end up getting hit by our Union fort gun on the other side. So those rebel traitors ended up losing a very valuable piece of their war machine there. The other two still alive. I noticed they're continuing to try and hammer this corner more and more. I don't know if that's the greatest plan for them. I really think that is kind of a stupid idea. Spread out some of that cannon fire. That's all I can say. These guys over here are still holding very nicely for the Union. I think they are one of the best positions over here. These guys have started to get taken out by more cannon fire over on this end of the battlefield. Over here, very strong Union presence though. So these guys are still doing quite all right as well. Why don't we go ahead and try and bump it up to normal speed? I think we might just be able to. And yes, things start going much faster here. Huge shot from that cannon right there, taking down a number of soldiers. Not really destroying much of the barricades there, but still some pretty good devastation going on. This was a mortar soldier, hand mortar soldier, but I think they do run out of ammo rather quickly. Fort gun going down over here, and so they just take out their Colt pistols, which aren't super devastating, especially not at range. They are, you know, a 6-shooter, but yeah, just at this distance, they're doing negative brick damage to any enemies at that point. So it's really nothing special, nothing to write home about. The front lines here is getting absolutely whacked. So the right side is doing much better, but the left side is almost completely gone. We got one soldier hanging out there with a Colt pistol out. He's probably not going to last for much longer, but these troopers over here seem to be faring a bit better. A few losses, you know, the sharpshooter still being alive is rather huge for them, but they're having to face Confederates over here behind some barricades themselves. Ooh! Big portion of the wall here going down, and this Union cannon looks like it's trying to find its target right now. Not sure where to shoot, I think, as, yeah, a lot of these Confederate soldiers over here in the middle of these fields are dead at this point. Yikes. Okay. Confederate soldiers over here also continuing to take more and more losses as the battle goes on. Flag bearers still standing up though, and these troopers back here on the cannons still alive. So as long as the cannons are living, I think the Confederates do have a shot at potentially winning this thing. Big shot right there. Oh, absolutely massive shot right there, actually. Wipes out an entire portion of the wall defense, opens up more areas for the Confederates to shoot in. The Union soldiers over here are in trouble. Buckle down, boys. Buckle down. Come on, let's start nailing some of these traitors. Let's start owning in on these guys. You know? Get some good shots off. These guys over here seem to be doing a bit better as well, which is good to see. This section over here starting to get devastated too. Okay. At the very least, we still have the interior defenses as well, which are also firing, by the way. I don't know who they're firing at. I don't know how they're shooting over the wall or anything like that, but hey, they're still alive, which is good. These guys back here also still alive. So if the Confederates start coming up over the top, we will have defenses at the ready for them, but it is a shame that we lost all these troopers up here on this like mini interior fort type beat. That is definitely a bit of a devastating loss, and more shots enter in, taking out more soldiers behind some of the supply wagons right there. My goodness indeed. All right, Union guns, you guys gotta really start going after these cannons. You took one out. There's still two more over there. Job's not done. Does it look like job's done? Job ain't done. Take it down, boys. Those things continuing to fire, causing devastation inside the fort as well. No bueno. Some soldiers getting rather ballsy over here, pushing pretty far up. They stop him in his tracks. That'll send a warning to these guys. Don't try it. But the fact that they're getting that ballsy is not a very good thing at all. Tons of smoke and fire as more guns for the Union get taken down from incoming shots. Yeah, the exterior of the fort here, the walls, not surviving super well. How's this bridge assault going for these guys over here? They've sort of scattered. They've gotten off the bridge, which I have to say is probably an intelligent choice. That is death toll waiting to happen right there. These guys are on the bridge, and they have taken some losses, but they're farther away, so I think that's going a little bit better for them. More guys entering onto the island area where devastation did reign. Looks like Union guns took out some high quantity of Confederate soldiers over here, but more troops starting to take their place. Union gun tries another shot right there, fails to impact anyone. Oh! Might have been a hand mortar right there. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, no. Wait, did the Union... Oh, no, the Union gun's over here. I thought it got taken out right there. No. No, sir. It's still up. It's still alive. There's actually two Union guns up here, so I think, yeah, both those shots were from Union guns. I think the hand mortars are all out of ammo, sadly, for the Union troops, but they are getting hit hard over on this section of the battlefield from Confederates coming up. Look at them. They're crossing over the second portion of the river here and getting real close, creeping real close. Oh, and the closer they get, the easier it is to shoot them, but also easier it is for them to shoot these boys, which is no bueno. Come on, guys. Let's see some kills. Okay, they're getting real close over here. Yikes. Okay, that's a nice kill. Good job. Good job. Union gun completely down. I don't think it even has the arc to hit these guys, though, so there's no point in having that remanned or anything along those lines. Well, these guys are getting wicked close. This is not a good thing, boys. Y'all need to do a better job taking some of these fellers out. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they're going to start coming up over the top pretty soon. I think they can climb the ramparts here in the open gaps. Let's see. Yes, they can. I was right. Oh, okay. They're bursting through. They're trying to at the very least. All right. 3 down quickly. 1 is in the fort, though. More coming up over the other side, too. Let's see. This is where the Union soldiers really need to test their mettle. See if they can manage a holdout here and stop this massive assault from fully coming through and coming to fruition. That, if they can keep that Union gun alive right there, That'd be great. Whoa! That man just exploded. Okay, good defense so far, boys. Good defense. There's still more that are going to be coming through that gap there. But the interior Union troops managing a solid defense as of now. Oh, that man just got nailed. Yikes. The problem is, Confederates might start coming up the other rampart areas over here, too. Which would be a whole new slew of problems for the Union troops. They've got a solid line still alive right here, though. Solid line. They've eliminated most of the Confederate enemies over this way. These cannons still alive, though. They are still cooking. Still cooking. We got troopers here just in case Confederates start coming up this way, which they are getting close enough to start to use their pistols here. Again, pistols not going to be super effective at this range, but the fact that they're getting that close, definitely a little bit nerve-wracking. Those cannons continue to hit some of the Union soldiers on the interior of the fort here. Yikes. Oh! Look at this. They're coming through again. They're attempting a second assault. Another opening made over here. This trooper's just chilling on the ramparts, reloading like it's nobody's business. His friend tries to come in, immediately gets felled from a shot to his stomach. Yikes, dude. This guy must be in like the sweet spot over here. These guys must not be able to shoot him or something like that. And okay, those guys were able to shoot him and finally realized, oh, hey, our friend's over there. They might need some help with that fella. So they finally took him out for him. All right, let's look at the mini-map now. Blue is Union soldiers left alive. Red is the Confederate soldiers left alive. As you can see, especially in this southeast area over here, the Confederates are starting to get really, really close. Some are over on these ramparts here, too. Can they come up here? They might be able to. But then the northwest over this way is still holding very nicely for the Union troops. So it's really, as long as the interior defenses over here can continue to hold, then the rampart defense over here won't be flanked. So this is kind of a linchpin situation going on right now. This Union gun ends up going down. It got 4 kills at the end of the day. Not too crazy. This one ended up getting 9. That's pretty good. I don't even, this one just exploded and is gone. Oh, it's on the ground down here. It's dead, so we can't check the kills. This Gatling gun here has no kills. Still facing that main door over there. This Union gun, dead, so we can't check. Rip. Oh! Oh! Guy comes through, Kapuya punches a Union soldier on the ground and then shoots another. Oh, but that guy gets up. He was just unconscious. Okay, cool. I was gonna say that was like the most elite like move ever, but he does end up only getting 1 kill. Still pretty impressive kill right there, though. I will say these guys sneaking in while the Union troops are distracted by the other side of the battlefield. Okay, they noticed. They noticed, you guys. They noticed. They still kept going. Okay. More troops starting to sally on forth here. Alright, this is getting messy. Look at this guy got burned. This guy got burned. That's a Union Iron Brigade soldier, I believe, right there. Yikes. Oh my goodness. This is quite the crazy battle, I have to say. Oh! Soldier getting popped right there. My goodness. More shots going off over this way. It looks like Confederates starting to mount the walls over on this angle too. More cannon fire continuing to come into the walls, although it's not hitting their marks as well. I think the infantry is doing a really solid job right now for the Union. Oh, that's a hand mortar. Someone over here still's got some hand mortar fire. It must be one of these guys on the interior of the wall. Wowza. And these guys up here still sniping away at the enemies across. Beautifully done. Right now, looking at the minimap, red are Confederate soldiers left alive. Blue are Union soldiers left alive. Still a ton of Confederates to go through, but right now the Union interior defense is holding up, which is gorgeous. I think the big threat is going to be those cannon shots coming on in. I think that could be devastating for them. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse for a little bit here. Oh, the Gatling gun on the interior gets shredded by fire right there. Yikes. At least they're taking their revenge by taking out a few of these guys here. Yeah, there is a hand mortar trooper over there. He must still have his ammo because he was on the interior. He wasn't able to really use it against the Confederates over there. A couple guys sneaking over this way too, though. They could come up over the top here, yeah. That's the problem, is there's so many entrance points now. Oh, those were big shots from the cannons. These cannons not getting stopped at the beginning of the battle might be the undoing of the Union. Those fort guns did not target them nearly enough. Meanwhile, the Confederate cannons targeted the Union defensive guns with precision. They were sure to take them out extremely quickly with prejudice and just destroy them. Like the Gatling guns, they instantly locked onto those. Gatling guns up here, instantly locked onto those. Every fort gun pretty much locked onto instantly. Meanwhile, the fort guns for the Union seem to target infantry, which, I mean, it's effective, it's helpful, but it's certainly not the best, you know? All right, another bit of an assault going on here. We didn't end up doing the time-lapse because things started happening. We got multiple troops just climbing up over the ramparts here, taking little shots. Grenadier throws a grenade right there. Obviously kind of a waste of one, but hey, I like the gusto. I like the attempt there. I do. We're going up over the top over this way. I like the way they're doing this. They're not concentrating on one side at a time. They're sending soldiers in on different entrance points each time, making it so the Union troops have to sort of stay on their toes. But luckily, the Union soldiers are on their toes here and are managing to do a really nice job of knocking them down whenever they come on up here. So this is what you like to see. This is that good stuff. This is that good. Yes, sir. One trooper's like in here, hiding behind this log cabin right now. Big shots hitting back there. Oh! Okay, that only killed one troop. Good. Old Glory's still standing. Yes, sir. Salute to the flag. Stay on up there, boys. Keep that thing alive. Wow, they did not like that trooper. Like 4 dudes just shot at him. Holy cow. Okie dokie then. Alright, why don't we do a little time lapse now as things slow down again for a little bit. Alright, so quick little 2-minute time lapse there. Not much happened, but I saw a lot of Confederate movement, so maybe the army is going to attempt some more big assaults here, and that's exactly what's happening. More troops trying to come on up here. Got like 30 or so just completely surrounding the fort right now. Is this wall still alive? Only a few soldiers remain on this wall here. Huge battery fire hitting right there. Yikes. Okay. Looking at the mini-map again, blue are Union soldiers left alive, red are Confederates. The guys tucked away within these houses and stuff like that seem to be pretty protected from the battery of artillery. So potentially these guys could survive the whole time as long as they stave off the infantry that comes up at them. Which right now the infantry coming up at them is only coming in like one at a time. This could be a big assault here though. Let's see, they're crawling up. They're trying to be sneaky. They're not that sneaky, though. They are not that guy. No, sir. Whoop. That guy was less sneaky. Also didn't work out for him. Basically, they need to just send everyone in all at once, but that doesn't seem to be what they're doing. This is a really good angle right here. If more troopers join this guy over this way, that could be huge. Hand mortar ends up breaking down part of the wall there. To great effect, actually crushing a couple of soldiers right there. So that was pretty good. Having one hand cannon in here is pretty nice. Wasted shot right there, that's for sure. Whoa! Oh, that was a bad one. That was devastating. That artillery took out a whole bunch of these troops. That's a bit of a yikes. That is certainly a bit of a yikes right there. Oh, they've caught on to this little entrance point. That guy poked his little head up and immediately got clapped down. Oh, that was the Confederate artillery killing their own soldiers right there, by the way. Wow. Is that a cannon? No, it's a hat. It's just a hat floating. Just floating. Oh, that was a close one. This soldier's very, very lucky. Whew. We're still surviving out here. Union still defending pretty nicely at the moment. Let's go ahead and check out the losses right now. Yellow are dead Union soldiers. Red are dead Confederate soldiers. Obviously, Union holding the fort tightly now. A few have crept their way in, but to no avail at the moment. To no avail still, which is good. And then, of course, on the outskirts, I mean, tons of dead Reds everywhere. These guys took mass losses all across the battlefield, but they've still got troops ready to push in is the problem. So, you know, it's going to be another while here before we have an outcome of this battle. If the Union can hold the fort or not is really still in big question right now, I will say. Right now they're doing it nicely though. Right now they are doing it pretty nice. Let's go ahead and time lapse again for a little bit here. Four minutes later, and our flag was still there, baby. Well, the flag holder is dead, but the flag's there, and there's soldiers alive around it, so it's still there, it's still there, it's still there. This sharpshooter has 7 kills. This trooper has 2. This trooper has 2. This trooper has none. This trooper has 1. This trooper has 3. This trooper has 2. This trooper has 3. This trooper has 1. This trooper has 1. This trooper has 2. That really goes to show how powerful sharpshooters are. They are very good. This troop's got none. This troop's got none. This guy's got 3. He was on the Gatling gun too, so it's kind of impressive. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got 1. This trooper has 1. This trooper's got none, 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 none. Sad. This trooper's got none. This trooper's got none. Okay, alright, I get the picture. Oh, that guy tried to sneak in. Ended up dead. Nice! Nice, nice, nice! Beautiful. Okay, so really it's this half of the fort still alive, and I think because these guys can't really get shot by the cannons all that easily, Confederates still have a very chunky army back here, but it's starting to dwindle, you know? They're getting less and less troopers fielded onto the field now. Let's check out these cannons. So this one has 6 kills. This one's got 6 kills and 1 vehicle kill. So that's not as impressive as I thought, honestly. This one's got 31 kills and 2 vehicle kills. This one's got 34 kills and 4 vehicle kills. And this one's got 6 kills and 2 vehicle kills. I thought these ones across the way were doing better. Oh, the one that died had no kills, by the way. So it was the weakest one that ended up dying. I am shocked by these two having so many kills. I thought it was the opposite end of the battlefield that was getting all the kills. But nah, those two right there. Cracking skulls, man. Doing nutty things, apparently. That is pretty crazy, I will say. My goodness. Okay. Well, the Union soldiers, they're still standing. I will say, it's tough. It's tough. But let's do another time lapse here, because this is, again, we're going into like hour 1 of the battle. We're past an hour, so let's keep her going. Okay, so Union soldiers here ended up getting shot pretty bad by cannons. However, Joseph Morris, the sharpshooter, is still alive with 10 kills now. Pretty crazy. They've also whittled down the Confederate soldiers quite a bit, but now they're in the base. And, yeah, they're just taking pot shots at the boys over at these houses over here. So these guys need to start eliminating some of these guys as they come onto the wall a little bit harder. The other problem is they're still surrounded, so they can't fully focus over here. They need to watch their flank pretty good, too. It's getting dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. It is getting very dangerous out here. Ah, mortar shot! Falls short? Oh, no, he got the kill. Very nice. Well done, my friend. Well done. Takes out the pistol again. Oh, and he gets shot. So, he is down. Our sharpshooter is still surviving. He's still alive. He's still firing, too. Did he just get another kill? Yeah, he's got 11 kills now. Holy cow. Look at this guy. He's just walking around. He's just having a dandy old time, I suppose. Oh, he's got a friend there, too. I didn't notice him. Oh, maybe that guy is still alive? I thought he died for some reason. No, he's still cracking on. Okay, rip. Well. Things are getting heated here. Oh, I think our sharpshooter... No, he's still alive! What a dope dude! Holy cow! Alright. I mean, this is a long battle. This has been going on for a while. Let's continue to let it time-lapse to see the finite solution of what ends up happening here. Okay, well, I mean, they're still holding. It's been another 9 minutes there, so these guys are holding on tight. This trooper's got no kills. This trooper's got 2. This trooper's got none. This trooper's got 2. This trooper's got 1. This trooper's got none. This trooper's got 3. This trooper's got none. This trooper's got 1. This trooper's got none. This trooper's got 3. This trooper's got 4. With the Colt there, that's impressive. This trooper's got 1 now. He just got it. This trooper's got 1. This trooper's got 3. And our sharpshooter friend did end up dying. So not a ton of kills amongst these guys. I'm guessing a lot of the high kill count Union soldiers are dead now. If we look at the minimap, red are Union soldiers left alive, yellow are Confederates. Still a lot of Confederates on the map. Union soldiers are really dwindling now. Red are dead Union soldiers, yellow are dead Confederates on the ground here. So they've managed to hold them back to this point, but it's getting to be rough going from now on. So we'll continue to let it ride here, boys. Alright guys, that was 20 minutes there, and finally the Confederates obtained the victory. I think for the last few minutes I knew that was going to happen, but the Union fought so hard. There's barely any of these boys left alive at this point. Absolutely insane. Yellow are dead Confederate soldiers on the battlefield, red are dead Union soldiers. The Union fought tooth and nail during this entire battle. I think the difference maker was the cannons. I think those ended up saving the Confederates, and the Union cannons did not do enough at all. Not at all. This one had 46 kills. God dang. Yeah, Union cannons were nothing, and the Confederate cannons were simply everything. The fortress is, for the most part, destroyed at this point. Pretty crazy when we have these really cool destructible battles. I love these. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.